Banner is gone and Hulk is here. No, I'm not playing that AI video, it's not happening. Finally getting to see what Hulk does for a proper guide. Finally a character that this channel will be interested in, and surprisingly, not a grappler. This is something that I've already kind of made my opinion on previously. Hulk was never going to be a grappler. You know, it's Hulk Smash, not Hulk Grapple. They're two different things. Despite that though, he is definitely a chunky, tanky armor character. And we're going to be getting into as we break down the normals, movement, special, supers, you name it. But let's get started with the basics. Hulk's movement appears to be very slow as he cannot air dash and his walk speed is very slow. But he does make up for that with his neutral skips and armor, but we'll talk about that later. Normals look like they all have fantastic range, actually really good for a big body character being able to reach very far. And looking at his medium normals, a lot of them have forward advancement, meaning he'll take space whilst doing pressure, so this could be a nasty set of normals to have, especially with assists. But heading into the next thing, obviously, his normals are slow. The startup on all of his normals are really slow. My guess is the recovery will not be good on these normals, meaning if you misplace one, you could be whip punished. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. As we know, in Tokon, every character's got some type of unique mechanic where it's a tie to their character. This is very important for the characters to build up their gimmick. For Hulk, he gains a fist icon and a gauge that follows up afterwards, and Hulk needs to activate Gamma 3 times to gain access to the gauge, either through tanking hits or getting away with pressing the U button in neutral. Once he's done this 3 times, the gauge will appear, and just like that, everything is enhanced, giving them both damage, speed, and armor, and that's going to happen for every special move. And with down unique, he gains a slide hit. This will be very good for interrupting zoners, basically stopping them as they get started, and of course, if you get hit during it, you've activated your Gamma. And he does have a unique normal with heavy, being able to charge it to tank your hit, and then with Gamma, of course, it's enhanced even more. The armor coming out faster, and of course, being able to tank any hit. The first special move worth talking about is the Clapper. Hulk, when he does quarter circle forward punch, collapse on the screen and it's a large hitbox. As we know, Gamma Clap is what Hulk does. It's his iconic move. He does the sound waves in that. Medium and heavy both have armor popping up throughout it, but what these are great for is holding down neutral space and being a decent confirm tool, as it looks like it'll give you a combo. They also delete projectiles, and with Gamma they gain armor all the way through, being able to tank and do more damage. This can also be done in midair with the same type of properties as the grounded one, so medium and heavy, armor midway through, and then with Gamma, armor in all of them basically instantly. And then he has this DP like move, which is done with the DP input, where Hulk will go straight up and he will tank hits on his medium and heavy version. And if it's against an anti-air, he'll tank hits on all of them. So if you're jumping in, he'll tank the hits on all of them, light, medium, heavy, you name it. It looks really slow, but this might be the best DP in the game because DPs don't gain any form of invincibility in this game. But with Gamma, Hulk now has a DP with armor basically on frame 3, frame 1, no idea when, but point being, this is like a real DP in a game where DPs don't exist. So this is going to be strong. This is going to be really strong for Hulk, being able to DP out of a scenario with armor and get a combo as well. Both on the H version, which gives a ground bout, and the medium versions give you an air combo. So either or, you're going to get a combo and you're going to tank a hit. So this is a strong defensive tool without a doubt. And now we head to the neutral skip, the tackle. I don't remember the name. I'm actually just giving them names from what I know from Hulk. The tackle is strong. It's very strong, allowing him to approach and go for the hit. It takes up a ton of space. Like, he'll go by very quickly. Medium and heavy, he gets armor midway through, and with Gamma, this is enhanced for all of them, gaining armor all the way through on every version. However, like the DP, the heavy version actually gains a unique follow-up, and just like the DP, gives you a better combo follow-up and has armor on the follow-up hit. And I forgot to mention, getting a hit on the armor on any of these tools actually builds up your Gamma. This is every special move, including the clap. So if you get hit, tanking a hit, your Gamma will build up. But this looks like a key neutral skip. Using an assist afterwards will just get you in, and this is what it's going to be used for. And as a hit confirm tool, looking like a good ender, as it looks like it'll either give you Oki or break the wall to get a character. And it can be done in midair with the same properties as the grounded version. Heavy and medium, getting armor midway through, and with Gamma, it's all the way through. good to know. And then you've got Down Special, looking like the beatdown. Hulk has 3 versions that are important to know. The light version looks like a safe combo ender type beatdown, where it's like, we want to end the combo, we want to be quick, let's go for the beatdown. It could also be good for pressure and chipping out the opponent when they're low, so you can go for that final hit with an assist. But the medium version is an overhead, same with the heavy version, the game's armor halfway through. And the heavy version is really quick, so it's hard to react to, and it appears to give a combo with that type of bounce. I don't know what the connection is going to be though. Now with the heavy version, you gain a follow-up where you'll do the beatdown afterwards, giving a sliding knockdown, meaning you get a combo afterwards with an assist. And if you're near the wall, it's an easy pickup. And Gamma applies the same rule to this, of course, being able to give you armor all the way through and give you higher damage and all that good stuff. It's what you know, what we've talked about. Heading to his assists, he has 3 assists depending on the slot that you pick. If you pick the forward one, he'll do the slide head, good for interrupting zoning, of course. A little bit harder to hit confirm though. Down assist being his DP to stop those jump ins, pretty decent, and his back assist being the beat down to put on pressure so you can set up a decent amount of high lows. Here's the thing though. All of these assists could be enhanced by Gamma, so if you're playing Hulk at first and tag them out, just like that, you have a DP that has armor, you have a slide head that has armor, and you have a beatdown that cannot be interrupted. This is a strong pairing of assists when mixed with armor. However, you only get 1 use of an armor assist when you've tagged them out, so keep that in mind. The gauge will stop, but you only get 1. And his aerial assist is his clap, which could be very strong considering we know the hitbox on that thing, and of course with Gamma, he's able to tank a hit, making this very difficult to stop, and he'll deal with projectiles. And heading to the supers, they're very basic to understand, so it's nothing insane here. His 50 meter super is a big punch. That's all you need. It's a big punch with iframes. Simple. However, if you have Gamma all the way up, it is a big punch into the beatdown he does to Loki, the puny god, doing a good chunk of damage. When you go to the 100 meter super, he starts tweaking out, getting angry and all that, and he'll jump up in the sky and come back with a Gamma charge. This super has a sour and sweet spot, so if you're not close to the opponent, you'll get a ground slam that could be good for interrupting and doing a lot of damage, I'm not too sure yet, and a version where he'll come down and land on the opponent and do a Gamma explosion. If your Gamma meter was on 0, you go to the step before the gauge where it's a red fist, meaning you do 1 more, that's you, you've got your gauge. But what is very interesting about this is the crazy thing, if you have Gamma, it will track to the opponent's location, making it a very good combo tool that you can end anywhere and deal a crap ton of damage. It seems good. The supers seem very good, very basic, and it does what you want. You got cash outs, you've got damage, and you get build up. It's everything you want. And the Tokon assemble, yeah, it looks really cool. It's Hulk doing what Hulk does best, right? He just throws a giant rock on you. Hold the meteor, chump, you're dead. That's it. So now that we're done looking at Hulk, this is where I kind of gauge how strong he's going to be. In my mind, Hulk looks like he's going to be a noob crusher on the launch of this game. This is a classic tale as old as time, if you will, where basically a big body character that's able to tank hits is absolutely threatening on the launch of the game and ruins everybody's time. The best case of this was launch Potemkin, where he looked very strong on launch. A lot of people were like, this is definitely a top 5 character. And then after enough time has went by, he wasn't that strong. He was like maybe the bottom 5. And this was on launch Potemkin, not beta Potemkin, 2 different things. Point being, he might be a huge noob stomper. And that's why I think he's going to shine. And I think 2 outcomes might happen. 1, he might genuinely be that strong and a noob stomper, so it'll be kind of hard to gauge if he should be nerfed. Or B, he's a noob stomper and he isn't that good, and what's going to happen is too many people will complain about him and get him nerfed, despite the fact he was probably mid-tier at best and people just didn't like fighting him. That's the nature of armor characters, it happened to King K. Rool, so I'm expecting something like that to happen to Hulky Boy as well. This isn't a character I'm going to play, I'm going to use him as an assist at best, but I can imagine a ton of Hulk enjoyers looking forward to the way Hulk plays, because that's Hulk, right? The way he plays, that's Hulk. But that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, hype, and sub, and tell me what you think about Hulky Boy, and if you want to see more breakdowns like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!